Hello, my friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family. I hope this one gets through.
Yeah, this is a curious one.
This is super curious. So this is Seidel, and you can see right here, they power democracy, leading the transformation of the elections industry by making voting more accessible, efficient, transparent, auditable, and secure. Addressing voters' needs, providing the right technology, and delivering election expertise. So, why are we looking at this?
Sounds like an interesting company.
And we're trying to verify this. Now what's really interesting is there's nothing in mainstream about this, nothing really mainstream that we could find. But we see reports here, people on the ground. This is from Alpha Omega Energy, and it's an energy company, is what it is. And so people on the ground in Germany reporting that Seidel hosting your elections and data improperly through Spain was raided by a large U.S. Army force, and their servers were seized. Seized in Frankfurt. Interesting. And you can see down there, something gross is coming. The Spanish software company Seidel, which sells election, software, I'm going to avoid that one, worldwide, that was used in the USA, is on the verge of Fradenfrues. Yes, the infamous Fadenfrues.
No, we don't like Fadenfrues.
Yes, the server, it was in Germany. Interesting. So if this is true, the timing is interesting, because we've been telling you guys we got the 20th as being a date where things might start to reverse, where the tide might start to turn.
That's right. And it looks like this could be that switch that turns the tide.
It might very well be, and here we see another tweet, and we see U.S. Army team, CIA, ? Who knows, raid on Seidel server facility in Frankfurt, Germany to recover extremely compelling data. Interesting. And there's a video there too with Congressman Louis Gohmert talking about some interesting info. I'll give you guys all the links as we see. That was the same. And this is another one talking about it. And when we look at who this company is, you see a number one impact investment on Earth, clean tech startup in Southeast Asia. And, that's who this company is. We can investigate them further too. I just wanted to get this out there because it's curious. It's very curious with the timing. You see right here, we have the servers. So the eclipse is happening tomorrow, the lunar eclipse. And so the lunar eclipse, eclipses in general, they could be telling reveals.
Yes, harbingers of change, putting light on certain things. First things move through the dark, and then the light is shed on them.
Yeah, as we said, it's pretty interesting times living in the apocalypse, the big reveal. And you could kind of feel, right now, what I've sensed out there is just basically like this energy that people feel like walking zombies right now. In many cases, you have some people that are elated over everything that's gone down. Others that are maybe holding their breath and crossing their fingers and still sending out their prayers and intentions. And then those are just kind of like walking zombies. And we could see what's coming next from just going through the headlines, as far as not talking about the election, but just talking about what's happening out there, because it seems like there's a big ramp up right now. It seems like there's a push to bring everything back to the way it was in the spring when things first came out and everything just clamped down like a vice.
Yeah, and it just, since no one else is covering this is strange. We've found many places where it's reported, but not in the media.
Yeah, but that again speaks volumes, doesn't it? So as you guys know, we view everything, we try to view everything from like the top, not being pulled into the drama, especially the left-right dichotomy, because we feel that's been something that's just caught people in an endless loop of pointing fingers and just this endless cycle where nothing actually really gets done, and purposely nothing gets done. But at the same time now, you got to look at what's happening, and you got to wonder. I know there's going to be big things dropping. You could feel, and it's all part of the bigger picture, part of the bigger plan.
Yeah, and this one definitely feels like something we would want to keep an eye on.
And you had said before, looking at the president's chart, that things would start turning for him personally. When was it?
The 20th.
Oh, right at the 20th. Yeah. So there again, so is this something that's really going to turn the tide? That's a big question.
It really is. It's very curious. And like Mike said, it speaks volumes that no media is covering this right now.
So you had gotten a download, some information about the blackout that we had seen. Do you remember? You don't remember? Okay. See, a lot of times she doesn't remember in the middle of the night when she gets the info. But basically, what she had gotten was that there was an upgrade to the first letter in the alphabet and the first number.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Well, I should say A.
And your
I see you.
Yes.
So that was all about that. Going down was an upgrade of sorts that was going to aid in keeping some information out of the hands of certain people, forces, per se.
Yeah, exactly.
So you do remember now?
I do remember.
Okay. Yeah, so it was really interesting that we had that big outage and all. And, there's going to be a lot more interesting stuff coming as well.
There really is. Just keep an eye on stuff, be prepared, hug your loved ones, and keep a high vibration.
Yeah, again, if things get a little crazy and more crazy, make sure that you're not pulled into the fray in a negative way.
Super important. Just stay high vibe, be good to everybody, be super good to yourself, and, everything's going to work out. It's just going to look different.
So again, to recap, interesting, Seidel, this company that powers democracy, quote unquote, and leading the transformation of elections industry by making voting more accessible, efficient, transparent, audible, and secure. Based over there in Germany, there are reports that perhaps their servers were raided, as there are reports that the U.S. Army actually raided. And then, just to cover this is very strange. Dozens of people suddenly taken hostage on a 10th floor rooftop at the Ubisoft building in Montreal, Canada. Can't help but wonder if this person's saying if they help work on elections software. But everything I see, it's a gaming company. Still, it's curious. And there is video here, too, that shows these people kind of congregating up on the rooftop, apparently being held hostage. As we see here, Ubisoft Montreal staffers barricade on roof amid possible hostage situation. It's taking place right now at the game developer Ubisoft's Montreal offices, where they're housed. A group of suspects reportedly holding tens of people hostage, according to local media. Situation began about 1:30 Eastern Time. Montreal police confirmed that there is an ongoing police operation at the intersection where Ubisoft Montreal sits, adding, "We asked people to avoid the area." And so they are validating the info right now. Very curious. Very, very, very curious. And, you got to wonder, even if it's a gaming company, maybe there's some things that the light of day never sees that goes on at this software company too. Perhaps. I'm just saying, you got to wonder.
Well, there's got to be people there that can do some pretty amazing coding.
Yeah, so maybe it's not even the company. Maybe it's a certain individual or certain individuals. Perhaps they are, double dipping, working two jobs at one time, so to speak.
Yeah, usually a lot of times when you work at companies like this that do all the software and all of the all of these things, you're supposed to sign a waiver saying that you'll keep all the information here or there. They're usually a little bit careful about people leaving places like this with information or bringing information in.
And Cindy's familiar with this because in a past life she used to do something along those lines. So, interesting stuff. Thank you guys for your support on Ko-Fi and Patreon. Stay prepared, stay safe, stay positive. God bless, and namaste.
Namaste.